What up, everybody? It is currently 8:17 in the East, 7:17 for my Central Standardized people, 6:17 out there for my Mountain people, and it's 5:17 out there on the West Coast. It's the Sports Chasers Podcast coming to you live and direct, where we come to you every week. We bring sports to you. We bring sports to you with no hot takes, no nonsense, nothing when it comes to just unadulterated sports with really good opinions. When we talk sports, no junk, no jive, none of that. We've been off the last couple of weeks on a little hiatus since the Super Bowl, but we are back. And we got a lot of things to talk to you about. Actually, we're going to freestyle a little bit today. And I know that sounds like, hell, they're not prepared. But no, we are prepared. But we're going to freestyle because we've been off for a little bit. So we're going to talk about... Wow. I didn't mean to play the intro. But anyway, I said we freestyling. So with that said, hey, we're going to meet the guys. Starting with Michael. Michael's been away the longest. Mike, what's up, brother?
I have not been away the longest. I was here for the last show, but greetings and salutations, everyone. How you doing? Good evening out there in podcast land.
All right, good to hear from Mike. Mike was at the last one. He had to dip out a little bit early. As I bring back the other music. Yeah, I can't let that go. So with that said, DW's back. DW got a full beard going on. What's up, DW? Say what's up to the people's kid.
Yo, what's good, man? Yo, I'm happy to be here, man. Happy to be alive, happy to be well. Hope my brothers as well. Good to see you guys.
Screen.
Yeah, there you go. Pop right in.
Yeah. Show off your beard. Yeah, show off your beard. Yeah, look, left.
Yeah.
It's like, that's going on? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, DW looking all sophisticated. With that said, last but not least, we got the DA in the building. My man, my brother, Doyle.
What's good, everybody?
What's good?
Yeah, like that, you know?
Yo, man, we got a lot to talk about. Like I said, man, we're gonna freestyle a little bit today. We got the NBA, we got MLB baseball. Spring training has just
begun.
Minor League Baseball is actually going to start a month later, but we'll see about getting into that. What else? We got hockey still on going on. Oh, yeah. NFL football. We're going to talk about NFL football and the quarterback situations going on. D's man, J.J. Watt, going to Arizona.
Arizona.
PTO day.
You know what I'm saying? He gave him that J.J. Watt speak. Yeah, we're going to win one for the Gipper.
JJ PTO day.
Yo, we shall see.
Shout out to Eric. James Eric is not going to be with us tonight. He's chilling tonight, man, but he'll be back with us next week. So, with that said, like I said, we're gonna start off just everybody just doing their thing. I just start off with DA.
Yeah.
What's on your mind today, brother? What's on your mind? What you want to talk about first?
All right, folks.
We freestyling tonight. So
yeah. No, you know, I used to be a rapper in New York. You know, about 4 or 5.
DA, let me get one bar.
Yeah. I wear Breitling. I like tight things. I might sing and grab your ring.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah. That's what.
All right.
Bars.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Sports and hip hop intertwine.
Throw them bright ones up at you like bow. Like, all right, so you go. Yeah. So, real quick, y'all. Like, I and I'm going to write something. And I swear this to everyone who listens. And for the LeBron James fans, please understand where I'm coming from with this. Because this is kind of real to me, right? So I'm in my kitchen with my wife. ESPN is on. I'm mopping the floor, yelling at my Rottweilers and shit. You know, and my wife says, yo, did something happen to LeBron James? I turned around to look at the TV. Said, no, I don't think so. She turns up the volume because it's on. She's watching the pictures a little bit, and I hear Stephen A. Smith say, yo, we need to thank God for LeBron James. First off, that premise alone is fucked up. He's an athlete. You're not asking to thank God for everybody else, for Buddy Hield, Marvin Bagley. Like, you're not doing that for the other dudes that play in the league. So I'm trying to listen and say, I go back. What exactly is this man talking about? He goes through the year of 2020. He even brings up Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and the 7 folks that died. And then you put thank God for LeBron James right behind that. What the fuck are you trying to say? The reality is, as a fan, and I rep for the fans, we automatically know that ESPN, at this point in time, roots for LeBron James.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have that on your airways if that, wasn't what you thought.
Right.
Last year, LeBron was the guy that championed coming back to play in the bubble, which got you guys a lot of money at ESPN. Well, not got you a lot of money, but at least it kept you from having to pay extra money on your advertising debts. So, so you played in the bubble because LeBron wanted everybody back. Other players said, a lot of players said no, and a lot of players were there under protest. And I always say we're going to let history tell the story, but we'll see in 5-6 years if somebody say, yeah, I got sick, or my wife got sick, or my baby got sick when I got back, blah, blah, blah. Because I'm sure there was some real life fallout, but the reality is that we don't have to hear it. Right? So he championed it, right? He got his ring. That's beautiful. The dude lost 4 games in a row or something, and now we thanking God for him. Everybody knew they were going to lose that 4 games because without AD, they ain't shit.
They ain't.
They don't have any shooters on the team. Period. Everybody knows that. But yet still, it's the best team in the league with AD. Oh, well, fuck that, man. You got to be the best team in the league when dudes are there and when dudes are not there.
Who's the best team now, D? Right now?
I would say it's Utah and the Sixers. Period.
I would concur right now. Utah Jazz are balling out. That was whack last night that happened to my man.
Donovan. But you know what?
Mitchell.
Yeah.
What happens is, dog, you can't, and I understand where he comes from.
Yeah, I do.
What I can say is this as a star, a coming up star.
Yeah.
Like, so you don't know you got that juice till you got that juice. You know what I'm saying? So when you get that call, then you're like, oh, okay, nigga, I'm a die.
Yeah.
But until that happens, don't think you're there when you're not there. And that's all. That's all.
You gotta shut up and play right now.
It's a matter of respect, B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? Get there. He'll get there.
These referees have egos too.
Absolutely.
Right? So, but what I'm gonna finish off with this, man. I don't think there's any athlete on any team in any league that guy should be on TV saying thank God for them. I don't know exactly why we would be thanking God for them, right? Maybe ESPN needs to thank God for LeBron James because he helped them get their money, or at least keep some of their money. But the reality is, why? What did he do?
D, let me ask you this to interject real quick. If you had Stephen A. Smith right here, if we had him right here on this panel tonight, what would you ask him in regards to that?
I would ask you why you said it, man. And how much did they pay you to do it? Because I'm going to give you the New York City haters pass that you didn't want to do it, but they told you had to do this on your new little show. I'm asking you why. Because listen, LeBron James is going to go down as one of the top 3 to 4 players in the league.
That is a fact.
He's going to have a lot of records because he played 2,000 years, the same way Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did. So he's going to break a lot of records, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is a star. But I don't believe, and this is me, and I watch the league, right? So let's go real quick. And Michael, you're a young guy. Listen, LeBron James don't have a sneaker that is sold more than any Jordan sneaker.
His sneakers are ugly. Next question.
There you go, right? So he does not have the impact. Like, he's a star, but he's the only star in the NBA that people.
He has schools.
A lot of guys have schools. Michael Jordan said, "Look, I got a racist NASCAR team. You got one of those? All right, no." Yeah. So there we go. But what I'm saying is that when you have a whole industry telling you that this dude's a star, there's automatically going to be a pushback. You know, so my thing was that I never knew who Stuart Scott's, God bless the dead, favorite team was. I never knew who Dan Patrick's favorite team was. Bill Mazer in New York, for those that don't know. I never knew because they never told you, right? And I'm old, so that's just the way it is. But the point I'm making to you is that when we have a whole industry telling you this guy's a star, now you're thinking, is he really a star, right? So, because the guys that are really stars in the NBA or the dudes, they didn't want to be stars. Like, they hated AI. And AI was a star. Believe it or not, folks, they hated Michael in the mid-'80s. They never gave no props to Michael Jordan in the 80s.
I hated Paul Pierce my whole childhood.
And you know what? And actually, Paul Pierce just called me. Oh, hold on, Mike. And Paul said, "Fuck you, Mike." He said he's a Crenshaw Crip.
Tell him I ain't never seen nobody drag one title as long as he's been dragging that one.
He said, "Listen, he's taking that shit to the grave, and he's just mad that LeBron got 4, because at 3 he could have talked that shit." But what I'm saying is that when we look at this, right, because they kept telling us that LeBron James is a star and he's this and he's that, it doesn't seem like it. So for me, I'll say this to end, and I'll write something up in a few weeks. We'll come back to this. But if you got to explain the joke ain't funny. Mm-hmm. So if you got to tell me that the dude's a star, maybe he ain't a star. You know, Michael, there are other dudes out here, and I think he's a star, but he's a great player and has done a lot. But they do this because he doesn't have that push and that feeling that other guys had of being a star. At least I don't believe so. And I'll let Michael speak to it because he's younger. But I don't think cats really gel with him like that. You know, at least not dudes I know. I think dudes all believe he's a great player, but I don't think dudes is like, ah. Now, Kevin knows a few guys, but I don't know any like that, even LeBron fans. So that's me, and I'm out. And, you know, we can talk about this later when I write up my speech to Stephen A. Smith.
Okay. Well, we'll swing it around. Michael, what do you think about Dorian's editorial thing? Tonight we're freestyling. We're freestyling. The guys, they got their own topic they want to talk about. We'll talk about it, and amongst other current sports events that are going on with sports. What do you think about that, Michael, about Dorian's, the DA's editorial view on you better thank God for LeBron James?
I mean, is LeBron the best player in the league? I think so, hands down. I mean, there's some guys that's close, but I do think he's the best player in the league. But you thank God for anomalies and miracles historically. LeBron is not really. I mean, you could thank God for his longevity. I mean, LeBron been playing forever, never had a major injury.
He needs to thank God for that, not us.
Well, that's true. But you thank God for people like Michael Jordan, who like controlled the sport. You thank God for people like Wayne Gretzky, you know, like undisputed people, like things that, like them dudes did stuff that'll never be done again.
Can I say one thing, Mike?
Yeah.
But the thing I'm saying is, and I agree with you, but when these guys were playing, no one ever said that because they wouldn't. They just wait till they're done playing.
I mean, you know how
there was only one dude, Dick riding Michael Jordan, and that was Ahmad Rashad and the other cat at NBC.
But Ahmad Rashad did that to anybody hot for the moment. I mean, you know how he did. You know what I'm saying? He was one of them guys. He's a what's his name? He's a Chris Broussard. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Nah, Mike. He was mainly Ahmad.
Woo!
Ahmad was Jordan's man, yo. That was hands down. He never really messed with nobody else. It was Jordan and then everybody else, but he mostly stuck with Michael Jordan. Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, but you know, this is the era of instant satisfaction. So, you know, these dudes, they see somebody have a good game, and he's that next great one. Oh my God, they don't even give you time. Like,
Mike, you're absolutely right, man. This is the everything's microwave, and they're looking for. It's almost like, and I hate, and well, I'm gonna say it anyway. Almost looking for the next high, almost looking for the next
rat.
Yeah, thing. So I'm getting high for this, and then all right, boom, that's a good high. Well, let me try to get high of this. I'm like, just enjoy the moment, enjoy the person, enjoy.
Example, like what's buddy name that played for Denver, or that played last year, Murray, right? He had a great thing in the bubble, right? Everybody said, he's gonna be the next shit.
Haven't heard from Murray this year.
Now he's playing, and they're getting their thing, and Denver's kind of pulling it along. But he ain't having no season like, he's the 5th best player in the league. Let that shit marinate, B. Let that shit marinate.
Yeah, like, you know how it is nowadays. So it's like, it's what have you done for me lately? They write you off as soon as you have a bad game. They love you as soon as you have a good one. It's just the era, unfortunately.
Yeah. D-Dub, I saved you for last because I know how you feel about this subject.
It's exhausting. Yo, man, I'm sick of this dude. To be honest with you, I mean, yes, we know he's the greatest player, and again, it's Michael Jordan, and it's this guy, and then everybody else, as far as I'm concerned. So, with that being said, only person I thank God for is my mother, my father, sister and brother.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Friends and family.
So they're
thanking God for, I mean, I don't know if he was tongue in cheek with it, but according to your wife, it sounded like he was in the car with Tiger Woods and it was rolling over, and the car exploded in flames, and
and then he got out and got beat up by the chicken that be on Family Guy.
And then we'll say, thank God that LeBron James escaped the fiery vehicle. I can see you saying something like that. But, Steven, I think sometimes he be getting Hollywood Steven,
Yeah.
I think he trying to push the envelope a little bit sometimes. And, sometimes some of us old guys, sometimes it just rubs us the wrong way. Some of the stuff they said, it sounds stupid.
Right.
But, they do it for, I guess for the likes and clicks or whatever. So that, clickbait and stuff like that. And, as we look around the league, there's a lot of other stars out here that should be getting attention, like Joel Embiid.
Listen,
definitely James Harden,
MVP.
Listen, let me interject real quick. Was it 2 Friday nights ago? I was telling you, I think it was last.
It was about last week Friday.
Yeah, when was it Toronto? I forgot who Philadelphia was playing.
He put up 50.
When he put up 51. Joel Embiid pretty much was playing back to your basket basketball. They dumping the ball down to him. He's doing a couple moves. Boom, he's good. Ball's in. He shot like a scintillating like 60-something% that night. They kept kicking the ball to him. This era, this age of, and there's 4 old guys on here, if you want to call it that, and 1 young one. All right, cool. But I just know basketball is basketball. And the goal of basketball is to get the highest percentage shot, to me. So if you want to call me the old school analytic guy, if you see a guy who's 7'2",
not the shot from half court,
and you bang the ball down to him, and somebody who was guarding him who's 6'8", that's to me is a no-brainer. I get the ball down him all the time until
we go through, Kevin, that a few years ago, dude is telling us we don't need no center. We just have to stop listening and start doing. Stop listening. Start doing.
They told us you don't need a center in basketball, and they told us you don't need a running back in football.
Hold on.
I don't know when we started listening to people who didn't play sports growing up. When did that happen? When did we start listening to people who didn't go outside and play in the dirt? When did that happen? Sports are basketball, football, and athletics are a warrior sport. If you didn't play them, why in the world are we listening? Yeah, a 3-point shot is a more efficient shot because it's worth more. No shit. We know it's worth more. But can everybody shoot from that far out? No, everybody can't shoot from that far out. There's other ways to score the ball. That's why they have plays. That's why they have coaches. If they wanted to do that, we could have a park league. Why do we have the NBA? If that's all that matters, the 3-pointer is the only thing that matters. Let's have a 3-point line.
So but hold on, Kev. Go ahead. The thing is, it's like it was like last night when I was watching. I turned it on. It's just so ingrained to them. Everybody, the one person shoots, and everybody's standing around the 3-point circle. I don't even realize like if the announcers is even looking at it and just like realize like nobody goes to the basket to rebound, to play any type of defense, to box out, to do anything. It goes back the other way. It's like watching ping pong.
Anybody who's paid to work with that league is paid to continue their message of 3-pointers and this, that, the third. And you're like, whoa. Like Chris Webber talk about it, and you're like, yo, Chris, you made 4 3-pointers in 18 years. What the fuck are you talking about? Right? You'll see Webb, you was down there in that dirt.
And it's not a high percentage shot.
It is not.
So I don't understand. And it all goes back to what we talked about, private conversation, coaching. These we don't have enough of these coaches that come in the game that has a philosophy. There's no philosophy. Nobody. There's only maybe 1 or 2 coaches, maybe 3 that I might could name that have philosophies that that you're getting from a coach because they actually coach.
Tom Thibodeau's one of them. Not saying that because I'm a big fan, but he's got the Knicks going to me in the right direction. And I didn't like the move, but Daryl's right. He has a philosophy. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so this is what we dealing with now. But if you listen to these talking heads, there's nothing wrong with the league. Everything is fine.
It's not.
Everything is fine.
It's not. I called my mother, man. I was watching the game on Saturday, and we watched. I say, Ma, it's 68 to 50 to 60 something at halftime, and my mother just started laughing, and she said, "Yeah, I ain't watching that shit." And she said, and she hung up. Yeah, hey, that's the way we don't respect that. You know, and like you guys are saying, listen, Doc Rivers is smart if he's saying, listen, they don't have anybody in the post to guard this dude, so I'm just going to let him loose on people.
51 points, man. I was like, wow, Doc Rivers got it right. And I think there was a play where they didn't get the ball to him, and he called timeout. I'm like, this guy is beasting. Give him the ball.
And that's another thing. It only makes sense. I mean, he's the best big man in the game. There's nobody else.
Second. Sorry, though. Second.
2.
Jokic.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's give a take. I mean, Jokic is good, but that's probably 1A, 1B as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's what
I'm saying. They, but what I'm saying is, you give him the ball. There's nobody else. So you play everybody else in the league. There's nobody else that can really handle him.
Well, it's shit. Even He did that shit last night against the defensive player of the year, the big boy from the Jazz. He smoked him.
That's a fraud too.
You know, he smoked him.
Gobert should be doing. I agree with you,
is a
fraud. He should be doing. He should be doing a little bit more than what he's doing to be that tall.
On both ends.
He should be scoring. He should have the total package. But he's what they say underachieving. I think. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. But you know, he should. I think he should be dominating a little bit more than what he's doing.
Draymond guard centers better than he do.
Yeah, probably.
I agree. I can see that.
He got a call too, man, because Doc Rivers also did something that we talked about, and I didn't. One of my friends told me that he brought Dwight Howard there to make sure the dude stays in shape. Because if Dwight ain't do nothing else, he stays in shape.
He get in shape, yeah.
So we got him staying in shape.
I didn't even think about
McDonald's. That. We're gonna eat this way. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. The more in shape he gets, the better he'll be. Because he's still not like chiseled. You know what I'm saying? So he still has room to go, but the boy hits the three, he plays in the post, he rebounds, he blocks, he plays defense, man. And I think he's probably should be the MVP or close to it.
Well, he's looking for that defensive. He's looking for that defensive trophy, so he might get both.
And B fake play defense. He fake play defense.
Oh goddamn!
It look. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, his defense looked better this year, but he fake play defense. He played enough defense. It was like, yeah, he played D, but it's like he really don't play D. You know,
yeah, well, not like defense the way we know it to be. Back in the day, the big man get up on you like Patrick Ewing and try to throw it out the gym. But yeah, for today, I guess, like you said,
he fake play D. Yeah, he don't. Yeah.
But he got Doc got Tobias playing well, and Tobias didn't play any better than what he did with the Clippers. So whatever he did, he unlocked them. And the other thing is that Ben Simmons is still getting his triple doubles with Embiid doing this.
Well, at the end of the day, D, this it's got to translate into the playoffs, man. It all sounds good during the regular season. These guys do a good job regular season time. I'm good, but it's gotta.
I agree.
Y'all want the truth about Doc Rivers, or we not doing that tonight?
You can do it. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Well, we freestyling tonight, man. We freestyling 90 minutes.
Listen, Doc Rivers has playoff demons, and he is the most overrated coach walking. How many good teams has he ever had besides Chris Paul is his father?
Hold on. He should have at least. He should have two titles.
2 titles, Mike.
He should have 2 titles.
Yeah.
But Garnett
got 2.
He should have 2.
Where the other one came from? Where the other one supposed to have came from?
When Garnett got hurt, they should have.
You mean when Kendrick Perkins got hurt?
No, when Garnett got hurt.
Ned Hart got hurt.
When Garnett got hurt, they should have had the title. They should have wrecked the Lakers, but the Lakers won that without Garnett.
And maybe 3 last year with the Clippers, but I just don't
know. No. I'm not going that far. Yeah, that last year was just if you could have win.
You mean when Garnett got hurt? When Garnett got hurt? No, not Garnett. Perkins, because they was up 3-2 and then Perk got hurt.
Well, whatever one when Garnett was hurt for the whole year, not the whole year. He played and he got hurt in the middle of the year and he was done for the season. That was 2010.
Yeah, that's when he was there for the playoffs and Perk got hurt in the finals. That's why they lost.
They should have won. But nonetheless,
the man got 1 title from Boston. He got Boston was before that, what he had before he even got to Boston, he was terrible in Orlando. He was horrible in Orlando. He was horrible in Boston for many years.
But listen, hey, hold on down.
He was all right with Antoine Walker.
Was he
okay? And then he was terrible after that until they got Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett.
Was he there? Was he in Orlando when T-Mac, Grant Hill?
Yeah.
Grant Hill got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh shit. Well, fuck.
You still had T-Mac. You had T-Mac. You had Pat Garrity off the bench. You had a team. You had Darryl Armstrong. He wasn't 100 yet. Darryl still had something in the tank.
He was 97.
Yeah.
Like I said, he was okay. He was okay in Boston. Then he was terrible in Boston. Then when he went to the Clippers, that team should have went way further than it did. There's no valuable excuse for why that team was so bad. Then he wouldn't trade his son for Melo, who was still in his prime. Like, come on now. Horrible. And now he's having this good season in Philly. I don't want to hear that, man. Doc Rivers is the most overrated. And then it feels like they really do that because we really don't got too many black coaches that are great, that are good. So it's like they really put him on the pedestal. But it's like,
well, they keep on firing the guys. There's a lot of black coaches that's good. So I mean, Dwayne Casey was doing work with.
He was the player of the year and he was the coach of the year and got fired.
How does that happen?
I think that was that DeRozan beef because
DeRozan got cut too.
They got rid of both of them. Like, you know what? Listen, they in Canada. Them white folks don't play. They said, listen here, both of you darkies, you go that way and you go that way. You ever had two kids that won't stop fighting?
Yeah, he's just
you and your brother and me and my brother when we young.
Right. And what your mother do? She didn't leave y'all. Yeah, you can stay in the living room and keep watching TV. No. You go upstairs, you go in the basement. You separate them. So both of y'all get out.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was like, DeRozan, we sick of you and your long 2-pointers. You won't shoot no threes.
Hey, Mike, let me also inject this. Let me get back to this analytics and 3-point, like while we freestyle tonight. So y'all remember what was it, a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I sent in a chat where the Denver Nuggets, I believe they was playing the Washington Wizards. They was down by 2 points.
Yeah, they shot a 3 and missed.
And they had a 4-on-1. And everybody, like D-Dub just said a few minutes ago, everybody went to the 3-point line. Nobody went to the basket. And the person who had the ball, I can't remember, had the ball pulled up from the arc at the top, missed. They only needed 2 to win. To tie. Nope. They want to do the Mike Breen bang. Mm-hmm. And they wound up losing the game because they didn't get the rebound, and that's it.
And that's the problem. This is the problem with the league. The league, they have a problem, and there's nobody teaching these kids. They leave from college. They do their one and done. They barely they got the basics of how to dribble. You know what I'm saying? But that's about it. So they don't understand the game time, the game.
Oh no, those kids know that. They know that, but I don't know if it's a thing when you get to the NBA and they're like, yo, man, we all about threes here, son. Like,
I don't blame nobody but themselves. That was 4 grown men looking at each other.
Yeah.
I have never seen some that ridiculous. Like, none of you niggas thought cut to the basket. Nobody thought cut to the basket. Yeah. We could have ran that play.
Yeah, because I was cut to the basket and got a layup.
Yep.
No one else is there. So
situational, in-game situational.
Yeah. Not good, D. Not good.
You don't understand what you need. Situational play. Knowing that you just need a 2 and not the 3.
Yep.
Back in the day, they knew what they needed.
Look at the scoreboard, stupid. Oh, okay.
But even then, like,
imagine that. You look at the scoreboard. Wow.
It's a fast break.
Yeah,
you shooting a 3 on the fast break. It's a fast break, and you outnumber them.
Yeah.
It was 4-on-1, and the ball handler had the ball, and the other 3, one line up in the corner, one line up in the other corner, one line up on the left, and he shot the damn ball and claimed off the rim, and the Wizards, I believe, got the rebound. Game over. They fouled him, and the announcer's like, "Well, dang."
It's the Steph Curry effect. You understand? Yeah. It's the Steph Curry effect, and I don't blame him per se.
Because he can.
I think you need. Yeah, he could do it. You need to know your limitations.
Well, you got you guys have said this like the whole time. You can talk about what Golden State does, but if you ain't got Golden State players, it's not gonna work.
That's right.
Yo, if you not,
and this is what they've been trying to do, trying to be another team instead of being your personnel that's on your team.
Indeed.
Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
Now you could if Stephen Curry worked for that, he got over his bad ankles and he kept practicing.
Yeah, that's right.
Practicing. If you're not taking that shot 1,000 times a day, you're not doing that. I'm sorry. You got to practice. You have to practice. You can't just wake up and beat Curry. You can't just wake up and beat the Warriors. You can't do none of that. You can't do that. I love Stephen Curry because what he achieved and what he's done. But I hate what it's done to other people. You niggas are not Stephen Curry. None of you young men are Stephen Curry. None of you old men are Stephen Curry. Like, bro, play your game, work on your, you know what I'm saying? You can incorporate the 3-ball, but that's not the only part of the game.
Yeah, well, that's where the problem lies. And that's why I crack up when dudes get on my man Ben Simmons. I'm like, the dude's a triple-double machine without shooting a 3. Without shooting a 3-pointer, he's a triple-double machine. And plays defense, like for real defense.
Yeah, I just seen a play just now. Guy shot a 3. All his teammates is at the top of the key. Why? There's 5 other players on the opposite team underneath the basket.
Yeah, they get together and talk about who's buying weed after the game. So that's
nobody's talking about offensive rebounding. Nobody's talking about rebounding. Nobody's talking about none of that stuff.
Let me just play something real quick. We're not gonna get sued for it, but let me just play something real quick. This is what they want in the league right now.
Remaining, Caldwell Pope at the buzzer. One goal and we go to overtime. No foul. Ahead to Curry. Curry sets, fires, puts it up. Bang! Steph Curry from way downtown.
That's what the league has become. Bang! Everybody is trying to hit the home run.
And the guys are
nobody wants to bunt the players. And baseball has the same kind of thing going on too.
Same problem.
Nobody. You got people playing it. We freestyling tonight, so everybody's on the. You got a right hand hitter up. And the shift is on, and everybody's on the left side of the field, on the third base side of the field. You got the first, literally the first baseman is playing
wide open. Yeah.
Nope. You know what they do? They won't do how my man Sweet Lou Piniella used to do. He used to choke up on the bat and try to hit the ball to the right side. Nope. Deep to left. It is high. It is far. It is to the warning track because you're a warning track hitter. Like Mike says, you don't play to your strengths.
And that's so truthful, man.
My son Ichiro Suzuki made a lot of money not hitting home runs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
a lot of money not hitting home runs.
Ichiro?
Yeah. Derek Jeter made a lot of money not hitting home runs.
And that's kind of in all sports. That's what we're talking about. Like, yo, if you can do it and win games and not shoot 3-pointers all the damn time, then don't. Because you don't foul anybody out shooting threes. You don't stress the defense shooting threes.
You don't go to the free throw line
shooting threes. None of those things happen. You get in the post though, dudes are gonna foul dudes out.
How about this? You know what? I got Zion Williamson who's tough as I don't know what, and I don't feel like playing him defensively. You know what? Let me go at him and let me get him in foul trouble. See, back in the day,
let him go sit down. Make him sit.
How do you get an offensive player out of the game? Make him foul out
on defense, and isn't
make
it wild?
Him foul out.
Isn't it wild? That's the same strategy dudes would say to use against Patrick Mahomes. You know how to keep Patrick Mahomes? You run the ball. Keep him on the sideline.
Keep him off the field.
But
this is all the stuff that I don't know, in every sport you could look at, you'd be like, man, what is going on?
Well, because they think that the metrics as offensive stats make people watch more. I don't know who the fuck told you that.
Yeah, who told you that?
I want to know who came up with these make-believe categories.
Yeah.
What the hell is a wind shear?
Have no idea. I thought it was something on the windshield.
What is what is a game score? What is a PER? What is that? What is a plus minus? Who made up these numbers? You can't even, if you can't count them while watching the game. Nerds. Why are they included?
Why are we counting velocity and what's the other one, D, we talked about last week? On a trajectory of a baseball. Speaking of which, I'm setting up for this. Hold on one second. I got to do this.
The deep center. Pitch back, away back. She is gone. A Judgian blast. He hit one into Monument Park.
Hey.
Judgian blast. All rise. Here comes the judge. Case closed.
Yeah.
The home run.
Shout out to John Sterling and the Yankee Broadcast Network. But this is what I'm saying. This is what they want. Now, yeah, Aaron Judge, premier home run hitter. Yes. But if you got the shift on and you got the right side of the field open, how about, and you have went 0 for 3 this game.
Yeah, that's right. You ain't got no hits, nothing.
No hits.
How about you lay it down?
Go the other way. No, but they want to be John Sterling.
Hooker. Voit hits one to Beloit. He homers to right.
Yeah, listen, the problem is it's always better to hit home runs with guys on base in front of you. So the reality is that if everybody's either striking out or hitting home runs, you really won't do well as a team. And I think even Judge and a lot of these big guys that can really swing that bat, they have to look at dudes like Dave Kingman and see what happened with his back problems. You know what I'm saying? All that torque. Like, dude, everything does not have to be hit to New Jersey. Like, dude, just get the ball and play.
I think that's wrong with Stanton.
Put the ball in play.
Put the ball.
That's exactly wrong with Stanton. That was his problem when he was Mike Stanton. That was his problem before he became. That was his problem before he became Juan Carlos Stanton.
Juan Carlos.
That was exactly his problem. That was his problem when he was Mike Stanton. He want to hit that ball too bad. You want to swing for your life every play. And bro, get that double. Get that double and get on base.
His stance is not. His stance actually makes him a bad regular hitter. His stance is made to hit home runs because he
hits a lot of bad balls too.
Yeah, yes, because he stands there with his feet together. So when the ball comes, he taps and then he extends. If he kept his weight down the whole time, he'd be able to hit regular pitches. He could catch up to a curveball. But with your bat up on your shoulder and you got your feet together and you tap out, yeah, it's just gonna be a problem for you, brother.
It's definitely, man. And I'm glad we're getting a chance to just freestyle it tonight. We didn't pick any topics. The guys are just doing some editorial stuff. We start off with DA. Don't know if the other guys have anything they want to talk in particular. I got one thing before we get into to the football stuff. We're getting to the quarterback situation, getting into football. D-Dub, Mike, I got anything else?
Oh no, I was going to transition. I think we hit.
I got a good one. All right.
Go.
Couple nights ago, Anthony Edwards had arguably the dunk of the year, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Nate Duncan, the NBA analyst, instead of celebrating the dunk, he goes on to mention that it's only worth 2 points and that Edwards was 0 for 7 from the 3-point line.
There you go. And there you have it. Mike, I saw.
How do you guys feel about that?
No, let me get it.
Because they fried him on Twitter. But how do y'all feel about it?
It's what we've been talking about the last 44 minutes and 38 seconds about how it's the quality. It doesn't matter no more. They just want quantity. And if he was able to get 2 points and a good dunk and help his team win, what is the matter with that? Everybody can't be, in the words of D-Dub, everybody can't be Steph Curry. Everybody can't be Reggie Miller, where you can hit that ball. I remember that used to be a specialty. Now it's not a specialty. even when you go play at your local Y or at LA Fitness or wherever you're at in the country, you go play pickup ball, and what are guys doing? Mike, what are they doing?
They standing around looking at you at the 3-point line.
Yo, money, I was open. I said, dude, we had a 5-on-0. Go to the basket.
Go get the 2.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Go
It's
get the
sad.
2.
It's sad, and that I again, it goes back to the quote unquote fandom that someone is telling you, and Mike said, yeah, guys that have never played anything are telling you what's important.
The analytics guys, the nerds, as I call them.
And to me, it also goes to show, like, are you really a fan of this sport, or are you just here to be contrary? Like, do you love the sport?
No.
Because if you love the sport, you don't care that they losing or that they winning and that he's 0 for 90. I don't care. Did you just see what he just did?
Yeah.
Like, did you just see that? Like, that's the only thing that matters right now. Did you just see that? And then when 5 minutes go by and the shock is over, it's like, damn, they still losing.
Real quick poll question right now. Right now. Are y'all this Sunday gonna watch the NBA All-Star game? We're a sports show. Before you answer that, somebody said no already. Will you be watching the National Basketball Association All-Star game in Atlanta, Georgia at the Phillips Arena? Michael.
Maybe.
D-Dub?
Is it Sunday?
I don't.
That was my
Sunday?
other thought. I just got told.
If it's Sunday, I gotta get ready for work. So I probably not.
Okay.
They getting paid.
If we were on YouTube and we had a time to be on YouTube and we didn't have to go to the regular gig, will you be watching the game?
Nah, most likely I'll probably catch the highlights. No.
Okay. All right.
I'll be watching The Hobbit or one of those Hobbit type movies and shit, because I'm Bilbo Baggins. I'm not down for an 80-80 halftime score.
What do we have in an all-star game for
in
the middle of a panorama? Like, what are we doing? Why are we
said
in the middle of the panorama? And they go into the breeding ground for it. Why are you having a all-star game in Atlanta? And the mayor's like, we won't have any sanctioned events. Woman, are you crazy? You're in Atlanta. They're going to do whatever they want to do. I've already seen the list.
And they're doing stuff already as we speak.
Son, they sending out the list. Everybody's in Atlanta. Niggas that don't live in Atlanta is in Atlanta already.
All right. Yo, man.
I can't. But but these players, are doing the party line from the league.
They'll have 14 days off for because for COVID and for when they return to back, because the league don't start back up to March 15th.
Yeah. Well, because they say we need sports and we need an all-star game, and I'm like, who the fuck is we?
Yeah. Not I. Hey,
a game with no defense.
Unless they're gonna have an all-star game in a bubble.
I wouldn't care if it was in a bubble. I'm just not into it. I'm not into it. They're gonna do the same thing that they do during the regular season. So what's the point? I mean, we see it all the time anyway.
I would challenge.
What's going to be different? What's going to
challenge one of your stars to play defense? Challenge somebody to block a shot.
What is going to be different in this?
Hold up.
They do all-star game all that.
They doing the dunk contest at halftime. I don't want to see that. Why everybody want to see that whack ass dunk contest?
I am out on the dunk contest.
I'm out. Period. I'm out all the way.
Don't nobody want to see that whack ass dunk contest.
You ain't got to worry about me. I'm out. Period.
With 3 people, I don't want to see a 3-man dunk contest.
This is a sports show, Sports Chaser.
Hey, Kev. But what I do want to talk about real quick, and then get to mine. Then you can transition. I want to talk about the New York Knicks. The Knicks are doing an excellent job this year.
Bravo. I mentioned them earlier. Tom Thibodeau, how he's coaching them. He's got his philosophy. Go ahead, D-Dub.
Yeah, I want to shout them out. I wasn't as the rest of the guys. I said, when they selected him, I wasn't mad at it. I said, you could give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? It's better than what they had coming in. Mike, I took a beating from Mike when they got what's my man's name? What's your homie's name? Fizdale.
Oh,
Fizdale. When Fizdale came, I was all in on Fizdale. I'm all about giving a chance. Mike was right about that.
Mike was like, nope.
Yeah, with Thibodeau, I knew what he could bring as far as the defensive part of it, and he's done that with this Knicks team and is giving them a little bit of confidence. A lot of people are scared that he's going to run the team into the ground. That you need to give these guys a rest and
not yet.
All this. I said these guys are young. I mean, they're young. There's nobody really inherently old on this team other than Derrick Rose. But I mean, he's still young. 31, 30. That's young to me.
And the thing with the Knicks that I like a lot, and this is going to what you guys are talking about, is one, they're a young team.
D, hold on 1 second, and please do not go out here and try to mortgage the future, try to get somebody. That's a no.
Yeah,
stick with what you got.
Well, you know they talking about it.
Yeah, well, they got people talking that they want to come to. Listen, man. Now y'all want to come when it's all the hard work when these guys sacrifice the time to be here, and when it wasn't hot to be in New York, yo, man, just do the right thing. Go ahead, D. I'm sorry.
First off, with that, a lot of NBA stars can't do the Thibodeau. Right? They just can't do it, right? And then, we have an owner that may try to pull in a free agent, but like you said, why? Right? So you got your Taj Gibson, right? Who's going to bench you. He's going to mentor. What's your boy's name? Obi Toppin, and even Randall. Because so he's their OG. He brought in Derrick Rose to work with IQ. And see, IQ is dropping bombs on dudes. RJ is still playing hard, doing what he needs to do. They got a nice, strong team, man. And I think if you let them develop, they will be fine. They'll be fine.
Most definitely.
Yeah, Julius Randle's leading the team with 22.1 points per game. He's got
all-star.
Shout out to Julius Randle. He's getting a 5.5 assists a game. Mitchell Robinson with 1.2 steals a game, and Nerlens Noel, he has 2 blocks per game. So these guys are, doing their thing. All others mentionables is RJ Barrett with 16.4 game. Manuel Quigley. That's why I like the Derrick Rose move, because Derrick Rose, to me, and me and D was talking about this yesterday about how, when you go to a gig, you got that OG to kind of teach you the ropes and you kind of mentor you, and that's what you need. And that's cool that Derrick Rose was brought in to get Quigley some pointers and stuff like that. So that's shout out to him. And Derrick Rose has also 4.9 assists per game. So what y'all think about Derrick Rose?
Well, I don't want to rain on the Knicks parade, but I'm gonna be the one. Now, I'm enjoying how they look right now. Not a Knicks fan by any means, but it's always good to see the hometown team winning. I'm enjoying that. But this is also year one of Tom Thibodeau. And most Tom Thibodeau teams do good at year one because they're not sick of him and he's running them into the ground yet. But he got this team playing a lot better, and he's doing the main thing that I said Fizdale was doing wrong. He's actually letting his point guards play. He got Elford out there starting. You went and got Derrick Rose, the mentor. He's giving you decent minutes. Quickly's biggest problem coming in, people wasn't sure if he'd be able to handle the ball and facilitate. But that's what you got Derrick Rose out there to mentor, to help him learn how to do, to add that to his game. So, the Knicks is looking good. The East is looking bad, so the Knicks is looking better because they're about 500, but nobody thought really this was a 500 team looking at their roster going in. Shout out Julius Randle, because I always like Julius Randle, even at Kentucky. He just added that extra facet to his game.
Yeah, I think
they number 5. They number 5, and it could be number 4 after this game. beating up on Detroit right now.
And they don't got to play in that stupid play-in tournament. So just stay above water.
Yes, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
That's pretty cool that D-Dub brought up about the Knicks. I'm happy. Just hopefully the team president and general manager has the ability to just keep the owner and let him do whatever and let him listen to Crosby, Nash, and Stills and play the guitar.
Well, Leon Rose is doing his job, so and Steve Mills, so hey, kudos to him.
Let Cuz play his ukulele and his folk band.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't come to the games and fight Charles Oakley no more.
Nah, don't do that.
But none of that.
Yeah. So, but we're gonna transition with National Football League for the remainder of our freestyle event. We'll begin to talk about the quarterbacks, and before we left off during Super Bowl, we had Deshaun Watson, who's saying, "Yo, I got to get out of Houston." And D-Dub and DA have said, "Hey, Deshaun, you signed a contract, right?" So we got Exhibit A, and then we have Exhibit B. We still have Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is currently and still the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. And they say he's rehabbing really good with his his ankle, and he should be reported back. And Dallas is probably going to franchise Dak again.
Hey, good for Dak.
Good for Dak, right? Now, and then we have Exhibit C. Me and DA's guy, as we lovingly call him Bill Cosby, and not because of the other stuff, but because of the wholesome stuff, of course. Russell Wilson, the Seattle Seahawks quarterback. Russell says some things about, I've been sacked like 1,000 times, man, and I'm running for my life. Help! Well, he sounded like Scooby and Shaggy, and help! And I need some, I'm tired of getting, but I don't want to leave you guys, but I am getting tired of getting hit. So we got that conundrum with Exhibit C. Then we bring up Exhibit D, and I don't understand the Jets. And I think the Jets can absolutely win with this quarterback that they have. But if you keep changing quarterback coaches and schemes and all that stuff, you're going to stunt his growth. And the Jets are just a bad franchise, and hopefully they can get something else. And I got Exhibit E. I'll talk about Dorian's favorite.
Oh God, man, shit.
Defensive end, Mr. J.J. Watt.
Oh wait, you got Exhibit F. Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh fuck.
Well,
that's Exhibit R. Never mind.
So we got some movement going on, right? So we got J.J. Watt and we got Big Ben. Big Ben needs to take a pay cut, it sounds like. But let's start at the top. Let's start Deshaun Watson real quick. Mike, give me your points of Deshaun Watson. What he needs to do. He needs to stay, be quiet. He signed a contract. What is he going to do? What should Houston do? Let me start up. If I'm Houston, he's under contract. Sir, you're going to play. That's just what it is. You're going to be professional and you're going to play. But then some people might say he might have called James Harden and say, hey, this is what you do. You come to camp fat. You eat all the cheeseburgers and all the barbecue out in Houston, and then you force a trade, and then you get out.
Yeah, he's right. You're right. I'm like this. I won't play. But go ahead, Mike.
Why not?
Deshaun Watson need to invest all that money he just signed for, build a time machine, go back to the beginning of last season, and not sign that dumbass contract. If you just traded my number one receiver, why in the world would I sign on for another 4 or 5 years, whatever he signed for? Like, what sense did that make? He knew what the hell he was getting into when he signed that contract. Dorian, that's like going home and your house is on fire and your family's outside and you go, you know what? I'm going to go in the house one more time. Everything you love is outside already. What are you going back in the house for? Your wife, the kids, everybody's safe. The dog's outside too. Why are you going back in that burning house?
Because
everybody you love is outside.
Because I got money in the wall from. Yeah. But let me. I'm just going to throw I'm going to throw a contrary point, and I'm not saying I agree or disagree with it, but someone said this, I think, about a week ago, and they said, "Listen, yeah, I understand that people tell Deshaun, why did you sign the new contract if you were disgruntled?" And the person said he signed that contract because he had 2 torn ACLs already. And if he got a third one, they would have cut him and he wouldn't have got no money. So dude was like, F that. I'm just taking the money. I'm going to sign this contract. That's what I'm saying now. Because if I get hurt again, they're just going to cut me and there's going to be no money for me.
Now,
because he's already, that was just the point. But go ahead,
now I know we a family show, but I'm gonna say if wishes was fishes, motherfucker. Listen, listen. You should. Are you crazy?
I agree with you, Michael, but I'm just telling you what the story is.
If wishes was fishes, listen, man. Sometimes you gotta gamble on yourself. Like sometimes you just gotta do it. Like you just gotta go for it. You scared money don't make no money. If you sit in your house and never leave your room because it's safe in your house, eventually you're not gonna have no house because you ain't making no money. You about to get put out.
Oh no, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, dog.
If that was his reasoning, then he deserves everything he's gonna endure.
D-Dub?
Yeah, I'm with y'all. He signed the contract at the same time, but if I'm gonna do like this, if you feel so strongly about certain situation and you really in your heart believe such and such, then I'm the type of dude, you know what? I'm just gonna sit. I'm not playing. And I'll sit. If you totally believe in what you're saying, I'm gonna sit. I'm not playing. Y'all gonna trade me. Force them to trade you.
Indeed.
If that's what you truly believe. Now, if you don't really believe it, then you need to get your ass out there and start playing.
Yeah.
Because you signed the contract, So all this other stuff that you down there with Miami taking pictures and shit, that don't mean nothing. If I'm an owner, that don't mean shit to me. That don't mean nothing to me. You gonna sit up here and you gonna play because you under contract, boss.
And in words of the DA, if you don't play, you won't get paid.
Yeah,
you won't get paid. I mean,
and that's not even a bar.
Yeah, it's just simple, man. If you don't play, you don't get paid.
Owners own, GMs, president, coaches coach, and players play.
So as a player, D, right? If you believe that this relationship is so bad, so toxic, and you don't want it, sit out and don't get paid.
Don't go put a ring on it if you think it ain't working out.
Again, if the house is on fire and everything you love is outside, what are you going back in there for? The dog is looking at the dog staring at you. The dog outside. Your wife outside. Your kids outside. What are you going back in the house for? Yeah, I'm gonna go get my bed.
Yeah.
You said your bed?
I'm gonna go get my bed. My bed on the second floor. I'm gonna go get my bed.
Wow.
Everybody's gonna look at you crazy. Like, yo, if you don't get your ass up out of here.
Your family is outside, sir. I know, but
yeah, my bed is up there. I got
bed up there. I need that Egyptian cotton.
There you go. Yeah, you're right, though. I mean, I think Deshaun's is in a rough position.
He's in a tough spot.
But like you said, D, it's if you're not going to do it and you believe this, and your owner's like, I'm not going to trade you, you're gonna do a Le'Veon Bell. Yo, I'll be at the crib.
Or like you said, do it James Harden. You saying James Harden ate everything he could find. He was just Grubhub, Postmates, they was pulling up this house at the same time. James Harden ordered for y'all too. Yeah, he ordered from us too. James Harden ate everything he could find until they had to trade him.
And I got an order for James.
He came out there looking like Zion when the season started.
What? Yeah, I got an order for James.
Boy was looking like Charles Barkley.
Yeah, man.
Yo, man.
I got an order for James.
Let's move on from the city of Houston. Let's Let's move on real quick to Dallas, man. To Dak Prescott. Dak is going to get franchised again. What do you think let's look at it like this. Does Dak want to be the highest paid football player quarterback, or does he want to win?
No, it's not about.
It's not about money.
It's about the time. It's the years. I think.
I'm just moderating the host and ask the question.
Yeah, no. The way you asked it,
Mike, see, they was like, hey.
No, but
they thought you was going in to burn the building.
Yeah.
Kevin Reagor.
Nah.
Go ahead, guys.
He want the years, right?
He wanted shorter. He wanted a shorter contract. The money was always fine. He just wanted a year less so he could get another contract. That's being smart, right?
That's being smart. It's business.
Because, what happens now is that Dallas, if they franchise him, he'll be making damn near $40 million this year. If they trade him, they'll get something. But the other team is like, okay, well, when he comes over here,
he needs to be signed to something.
So it's going to be a sign and trade. That's why nobody messing with him, because I don't think Dak is giving them the sign and trade option. Mm-hmm. Has to be, though, a sign and trade scenario. But I think the Cowboys saw last year, man. When he's not there, it's a straight shit show. Andy Dalton did the best he could, that red rifle, but until he got his ass knocked out.
Yeah, red rifle. You shoot your eye out.
So the point is, they're going to have to figure out what to do with Dak. But I tell you this much, if they franchise him this year and he plays under the tag, two things are going to happen. He's going to have super duper numbers, and the next year he'll be playing for someone else. That's what's going to happen if they franchise him. So it's better for them to get a contract on him, because I think Dak is a good enough quarterback, using my quarterback scales for Super Bowls.
Is his numbers inflated?
Nah, you got numbers are numbers, man. It's a football game. I don't know if you can inflate numbers in football, because his team.
If you're trailing from behind.
Yeah, well,
if your name is Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, there you go.
Pad
Stafford.
Let me just this real quick. D-Dubs has a point, because Dallas, for the first 5 games, Dallas was behind every game.
But listen, okay, I agree. But as a football player, I'm telling you this. They're behind every game because they're the worst fucking defense in 2-star systems. Right?
I mean, that's true, but
they were going to be behind.
Okay.
So all he can do is do the best he can to get them back into the game. They're not behind because of him. He's behind because that damn defense sucks.
That's a fact.
Now, I just did my Googles, and I see that he's 27. So I guess he's trying to get that next contract before 30, which is smart. I see him. I see Dak. Okay. But, I mean, Jerry Jones, I mean, you better do what you got to do. Either sign him or get him away. I mean, what you going to do? You can't. I mean, you can keep franchising him, but we know it's a short cap this year.
Yeah. Cap is going down.
But Dallas is going to try to go and get a quarterback in the draft. I mean, it's just they're going to try pick.
Makes sense, but like I said, man, Dak it ain't his responsibility to keep fucking Jerry Jones rich.
I agree.
And it doesn't matter if the cap goes down. If I'm Dak, I'm like, nigga, you should have did the right thing 2 years ago, but you didn't.
If he wants to win, he needs to pay attention to the cap.
He can pay attention to the cap all he wants.
Look at Tom Brady. He is the perfect shining example of how you take less and win.
His wife is
Dak ain't Tom Brady, and Mike McCarthy ain't Bill Belichick.
Yeah, and look, and Dak don't have a wife that's richer than him.
On God.
Well, listen, that ain't my fault. You need to go shop and go find you a wife, nigga.
I mean, find you a woman. Your wife richer than you do. Whatever the hell you want to do.
I mean,
I'm married to Giselle. I'd have been a stay-at-home dad.
You Dak Prescott. Go find you a chick.
Oh yeah, well he might have, but it's not his responsibility to make sure that fucking Jerry Jones keeps.
Nah, the Cowboys pick your 10.
I agree with you. I'm totally there. But when we start bringing up the wife,
well, I'm saying
Tom Brady.
I'm saying
shit.
Tom can take less money because Tom can take less money when he wants because
Tom married rich.
That's right. So he still got some money in the house.
Listen here, Dak. Listen here, Dak. Don't be Dwayne Wade and get shorted your whole career. Get your money now.
You know?
Hey, we talked about that soon on the show. Dwayne Wade got a little salty at the end because he
I took this all my life I had to fight. He turned into Oprah.
His man took the money though, right?
But yeah, his man took his bag. What the fuck, yo?
He even let Chris Bosh make more money than him. How you let Chris Bosh make more money than you?
Yo, his man's took the cash, took the bag.
Oh, yeah,
hold on. When he came to Pat Riley, that following year, after everybody left and no more, celebrating.
He had his head out.
He was like, Rouse. Yo, man, 22 million sounds really good this year. I took less. We got the 2 championships, man. 22, 23 sounds good. And Rouse is like, Rouse has this slick Italian Brooklyn hair back. He's like, hey, Dwayne, I gotta inform you, I'm running a basketball team here, man. I made some business decisions, man. I cannot give you at the age of 39 years old, $23 million.
No, Riley.
What you mean you can't give me?
Riley didn't even go that far, dog.
What did he say, D?
He came in and said, Dwayne Wade said 22, and Riley came back and said, yo, I'm seeing 14.
What?
Later. Look. He didn't even, by the time Dwayne Wade said what, Pat Riley already walked out the fucking door.
Wade walked in the office like Oliver Twist. Can I have some more?
Yeah.
Please, sir. You want some more?
Oh, shit.
And Riley, you got a flight to Chicago.
And Riley said, shit, he came back like the goddamn, what's the dude in the Christmas story? What's the dude? Scrooge.
Oh, yeah. By humbug.
He said, by humbug with that shit. 14 million, motherfucker.
I'm going home to Chicago.
Bye.
So as crazy as they talked about Carmelo Anthony wasn't going for it. Yo, that's my man and all, but I gotta get paid.
Yeah, I need my money.
Melo said, man. Melo was like, nah, I'm not.
Yo, I need mine up front.
He said, forget about all that banana boat stuff. I need to get paid.
I need mine up front.
Well, the thing is that, like the problem is, like we talked about, Dwayne Wade, that is boy. He made a business decision, and so did Riley. Mm-hmm. That's all.
But I don't want to hear nothing later. I don't want to hear the Dwayne Wade story. Talk about, LeBron ate. I took less money for him to be, and he took all the money.
Which is going to lead me into our exhibit C, as in Charlie. Russell Wilson, and real quick, let me read this real paragraph. It says here, this happened tonight, a few minutes ago, from Cody Benjamin from the CBS NFL Sports Live. And he says, it's a real thing. No, he doesn't say that. Rossini from the Seattle Seahawks says this. It's a real thing that Russell Wilson is not happy there, Rossini said. His agent is going to deny that they're demanding the trade, but, in bold letters, I know there's been calls made on both sides going to Seattle from Seattle to other teams, and the Bears are up in front running. So let me go into my point here about what we was talking about with Dwayne Wade and taking less money. So me and D, me and DA have been we have been champions for Russell Wilson, and how he's taking less money, and he said, "Yo, put me on my back. Yo, I took the bag, so I'm going to play with the practice guys, that just finished a shift at Publix, and I'm going to win with them, even though Lockett is nice, and who's the other guy?
Metcalf, Mr. Metcalf,
right? So he
got dude from the Jets on defense.
Yep, but they have not had a running back since Marshawn left, right?
Indeed.
And we do know in the NFL, you need to have a really good defense. You need to have a really good running back, and you got to have a really good quarterback.
And the running back is serviceable. He doesn't suck.
He doesn't suck, but he ain't Marshawn, and he's not in the upper echelon. So I'm saying this now. So it looks like Russell has maybe he's watching. We don't know. We we're not the sports show to say I'm hearing, I'm seeing. We don't do that. But just on the outside looking in, Russell Wilson is like, damn, Tom Brady won again. And this is what he's doing. He's just, I'm gonna take a look.
Russell's like, dog, listen, man. He said they said that he had a problem with Pete Carroll and the nepotism. I'd have had a problem with Pete Carroll in that goddamn play he called for me to throw the ball in the Super Bowl. I gave the ball to fucking Marshawn. I would have had 2 goddamn rings and all the leverage I need to go anywhere. But fuck that up. The reality is that you got gassed on that let Russell cook shit. And when you finished cooking, the shit was still not done, pink in the middle and fucked up. Right? So the dude was like, listen. So now he's saying, I gotta go. Gotta bounce. He's trying to throw it out there, and then his agent says he really don't want to leave. And now, like you said, Kevin, maybe his agent's like, yeah, he really wants to leave. And if he goes to Chicago, still ain't gonna be shit. Because whatever good players they got in Chicago will have to get traded to get this motherfucker. It's not like you're going to get there and Allen Robinson will still be there.
And this is what happens especially in the NFL and NBA. I want to get traded. I want to go, especially the NFL lately. The NFL wasn't known for being traded, a trading league. Just recently, within the last 5 years, that's really been the thing. Usually the trade deadline comes, really nothing. You hear that. But now in the offseason and things of that nature, you're starting to hear more and more rumors or trades or things of that nature. I forgot to even put on my docket Carson Wentz. He should have been Exhibit 888. But we'll get to him next. So hey, Judge, we got to put some more stuff here in the on this case.
Just like a damn cop, adding evidence at the last minute.
But Russell Wilson, this is how like DA just say, he gassed himself, and he was getting, you doing it, man, you doing it.
That Russell cook, son, I'm cooking, son. Son, I'm cooking.
Yeah, he's cooking, and you still got, your stuff not done, and the stuffing's still wet, and
you're not winning.
And you're not winning, and you're looking over there, you're seeing Tom Brady, like, damn.
Yeah, but Tom did start this shit, though, baby.
TB12 is been cooking, and he's drinking whiskey from grass.
Avocado tequila.
Avocado tequila. D-Dub, real quick, what do you think about Russell Wilson? I know me and DA have been we've been champion for Russell, but Russell sounds really crazy, especially when he started talking about his offensive line. I'm the offensive line. I'm kind of looking at him crazy if I go to camp when I'm like, dang, dog, you
threw me underneath the bus. Yeah.
I'm running for my life. Help!
Those dudes know they ain't shit. You ain't gonna tell me I ain't shit, right? That offensive lineman knows that he couldn't block no fucking body.
That's nice. Like that? I mean, the teacher look at you, raise your hand, and skip over you every time.
Yeah,
you already know.
Yo,
you already know. Johnson. No, not you.
Yeah, because you ain't know that fucker ain't got no goddamn answers.
Word, like, listen, bro.
Listen, I don't think
you got a 15 on your last test.
I don't think he's going anywhere, man. I don't think that the NFL is trying. They talk about it as the NFL like the NBA. I don't think he's going nowhere. And unless if you're a team that's trying to make a trade, you got to make a hellified trade. And the only way I would trade is if I'm trading Dak Prescott for him, but Dak Prescott better be signed and have a contract. Other than that, I'm not listening to Russell Wilson and what he's saying. He's gonna get out there, he go play because he's under contract too. Period.
My goodies.
Oh God. Yeah.
Words of Sierra.
Man.
With that said, we're gonna like I said, we have new evidence that has entered on the docket here. And
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Siri, I wasn't talking to you. I don't know.
Thank you, Siri.
Carson Wentz goes to the Indianapolis Colts for a bunch of draft picks. And we know this is DA's favorite player, but we're going to let Mikey talk about Carson Wentz. What do you think about Carson Wentz going to the Indy?
Man, I'm going to keep it 1,000. Straight up, was all the last season's Carson Wentz's fault? No. But does he have some blame and how all that shit went down? Yes. So let's talk about the Eagles. Their O-line was beat up. They spent all their money on their D-line. Their receivers was hurt. And then they drafted they drafted nigga who barely played. Like they had all these other receivers on the board, and that's who they took. So a lot of that was self-inflicted. I like the move to the Colts. They was winning with the ghost of Phillip Rivers out there. They got a decent head coach. All they got to do is take their time with Carson. And then the Colts built their team the right way. Because I remember when they had a terrible O-line.
Yeah.
They fixed their O-line first. They fixed their D-line. And then they spread it out. They got a good defense. Solid defense. Top 10 maybe. All Carson got to do is run the offense.
Not fuck up.
And they got a great young running back. They got a good tandem. Because Marlon Mack was injured all last season. He's going to be back healthy. You got Jonathan Taylor who's going to be at full strength.
Yep.
You still got Naeem Hines with some decent hands. Yeah. He's going into a wonderful situation for somebody who got chased out of Philly with torches and baseball bats.
Let me read this real quick from Jason Peters, one of the Philadelphia Eagles players. He said this about Wentz just yesterday. Carson's a great player. Nothing really went wrong on that. He was just in Philadelphia. It's a hard city to play for, man. They're critical of every play, inch, foot, year. You got to bring it every year, or Philadelphia will eat you up, man. D-Dub, you got a response to Peters?
Where's the lie, man? Yeah, it's the truth. Carson, he's got to be able to
block out the noise.
Yeah, basically. And we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, D, you know your screen is off, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
He got a red cup in his hand. That's why.
No cup, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree. I just think the problem with Carson Wentz is, even with going to fucking Indianapolis, is your dog. You quit. You bitched out, B. Like you said, oh, I ain't come here to be a backup. What the fuck does that mean? Dude, compete for your job, especially since you got the bag already. Compete. Jalen, he's not the greatest thrower of the fucking football.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, things was going bad and there was a good change. But you wasn't supposed to shut down and walk away. You were supposed to compete till it was over. Period. And you didn't do that. So from a character perspective, the dude's weak. So what happens in Indianapolis when he's hurt for 2 games, the backup comes in, plays his ass off, looks good. They go back to him, of course, because, he's the starter. And if you're having problems and they put the other guy back in, you're going to quit there too? Stop it, man. That's what I don't like. I think he'll be a good quarterback in Indy as long as everything is perfect.
I think so too. I think he'll be.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right. He'll be there. I mean, he's there when he got the coach he wants, so he'll be fine.
Speaking of Jalen Hurts, he ain't the best thrower of the football, and he need to stop fumbling the ball because that game against Dallas, he cost me some money fumbling that damn ball in the last one. I was like, yo, as long as he don't do nothing stupid, I win all the money. What does he go out there and do? And lose the damn ball. But that's neither here nor there. Back to the show.
He did something stupid.
Something stupid.
All right, who's next, Kev?
Next on the docket is Ben Roethlisberger, Big Ben.
Oh, God.
Big Ben.
Garcia's are good.
Yeah.
Big Ben looks like he took a the Big Ben signs a new contract with the Steelers. He takes a $5 million pay cut today for the 2021 season. That happened today around 1:00 this afternoon. So Ben, he's giving back some of the bag because he knows that he's not that really good, and Pittsburgh hasn't signed a quarterback to replace him. The Steelers usually kind of like go early on their personnel before they let them stay a little bit late. I'm really shocked at this decision that they're letting Big Ben hang around, but maybe I shouldn't be.
For what? It's not like he played well the end of last season.
That's a fact, right?
He does say he didn't jump on that ball, so
he wasn't going to.
Yo, all the Steelers proved today is that no matter how horrible you are as a person and as a teammate, we will keep you on deck. Just win a couple games.
Because he's a dick. He's a dick, and he's a dick.
He don't respect men. He don't respect women.
Oh, yeah, this guy.
He just played football. Like, they definitely should have cut him and just have a wash here. You already don't got no O-line. You ain't got no center. Your center just retired. Like,
I don't know if I would have cut him. I was just, we gonna have to have a conversation. Be like, yo, Ben, I can't do this. You gonna have to retire, or you gonna have to leave.
Give back $10 million. 10.
Or you gonna, yeah.
He saved you $5 million. They ain't gonna do nothing with that $5 million.
Yeah, I need 10.
Yeah.
You know.
So what is? So what we talking about? He's at 35. What was the contract?
How much was it, Kev?
So according to Tom Pelissero, Roethlisberger's new contract includes a structure that will save the Steelers about $50 million in immediate cap space, helping the Steelers move closer to the projected salary cap, which has a floor of $180 million. The new deal achieves this lower cap number by utilizing a signing bonus, a minimal base salary, and voidable years, with Roethlisberger helping out by taking a $5 million pay cut that lowers his 2021 salary from $19 to $14 million.
Yeah. Well, you know what? $14 million is good for that piece of shit.
Damn.
Period.
They should have just cut their losses, let them go to the elephant graveyard to die. Who need a quarterback? Somebody. Let them go somewhere and just let him go play for the Jets for a year. Put him and Le'Veon together again. And let him just waste away. They ain't got no running back. They ain't got no O-line. They just all jacked up. And then they got Ben making all this money. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, that doesn't mean the Ravens going to win the division next year. I don't care.
Like, it sounds like you want Ben to make like $5 million per.
I want Ben to make nothing. I want him to go away.
Yeah.
He is a horrible person. He is a horrible person.
Well, Mike, let me.
They end your career for hitting women. Do you know what he's done? Why is he still in the NFL?
I tell people.
Well, Mike, hold on, I'm gonna be the devil's advocate for real. Yeah. So you said that a big Ben. You just had a man down there in Tampa He Tom Brady scooped him up. He even got a touchdown in the game.
You talking about?
AB?
You talking about AB?
Yeah, AB.
AB was put out the league for a year, and then when he got put out the league, mysteriously, all them cases disappeared. Right? Them big cases never disappeared. He went to trial. He need to be doing Kellen Winslow numbers.
Whoa!
He is a horrible person.
Kellen Winslow just got like 14.
He just got 13. But I didn't say that word, Kevin. You said it. I didn't say that word. I just said he don't respect women. Exhibit R, big R. That's what I call him.
Yes.
Hey, Michael.
What?
AB said, "Snitches get stitches." Yeah.
I didn't say what he did. I just say he's a horrible person. He don't respect men or women. The officer here said the crime out loud. I didn't say the crime. I just said he's a terrible person.
Yeah, AB's had his share of the law, but I mean that's the NFL, and it's. I mean we talked about the whole NFL and how they take double stances or sometimes no stance on domestic violence and things of that nature, and that's something the NFL needs to deal with, and that's something that the fans need to deal with too.
Most definitely.
Only when it's convenient. Only when it's convenient. This is the only when it's convenient society, man.
This is the only when it's black.
That's a whole nother story, but that's what this is with society, and particularly with the NFL. The NFL only addresses issues with when the stove gets hot.
Yeah.
And that's just the reality.
I definitely agree with that, man. But
because my man from Seattle, I don't know if he's in Seattle, Wheeler, who beat up his girl, still nothing. So I haven't heard an NFL player on ESPN or any of these sports shows address that situation.
Nope.
Like when Ray Rice slapped his wife, it was all over TMZ. Everybody's covering.
True. True.
Zach Wheeler? What's his my man? Zach Wheeler? Nothing.
Chad Wheeler arrest body cam footage and
Chad Wheeler,
yeah.
He was eating a bowl of cornflakes and said, "Bet you still alive?"
Yeah, I mean, all jokes aside,
we're not laughing. It's just we just got our sense of humor is different.
It's just a double standard though, and that's for real.
It definitely is.
Yeah,
Come
on. Same standard they got in America. So
hey,
I mean,
that's another conversation.
We'll go off of that. Let me go to my last exhibit here. Unless we have any more, man, because this is going bad. Nope. Let me JJ Watt.
We'll be canceled like Cat in the Hat.
yeah, Cat in the Hat.
Free agent pass rusher JJ Watt has agreed to a 2-year contract with the Arizona Cardinals. Shout out to Eric. Terms were not disclosed. Sources told ESPN Adam Schefter that the deal is worth $31 million, include $23 million in guaranteed money. JJ Watt has been seen working out with the Arizona Cardinals already. Watt later indicated that he and his wife Kalia were traveling to Arizona on Cardinals owner Mike Bidwell's plane. He tweeted 2 photos, one of himself posing with Bidwell and the other himself with his wife sitting in Bidwell's plane. He says, "I'm excited to get started," Watt said on the tarmac after the plane landed. "Very excited to get started, go to work, get to know the people of Arizona." Watt 31 was released by the Houston Texans, who granted his request on February 12th, and in his 10-year run with the franchise. Now, this is not a hot take, what I'm about to say. Now, some will say, why was J.J. Watt released without any provocation, and why won't they do that for Deshaun Watson? But don't answer that yet, fellas. What do you just simply think about J.J. Watt going to Arizona?
Hey, it's cool. I mean, I
ain't mad at it. Yeah,
he wanted the money, man, and I think his wife was like, "Yo, it's nice there. It's warm." I would rather go there than Chicago, where it's cold.
Or back to Wisconsin and Green Bay. Yeah,
Green Bay. Nah, I'm good because Green Bay wasn't going to give them that money anyway, and they don't do the free agent thing. So
No.
That's a good bet for them, man. I don't think they're good enough to win the Super Bowl yet with Carson Kyler, but I think that they'll be a good team. I don't think they'll be great, but they'll be good.
I think they'll be close, man. I think that might be. I don't know if it's going to put him over the top because that depends on how if he stays healthy. Because it's not like J.J. Watt is a healthy guy every year. Every year there's an issue.
Yeah,
with him getting hurt. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine.
But on paper, I think the Cardinals should be good enough. They should be contending for that number one spot in the West.
Yeah, it's a hard conference, man. But we'll wait and see what they do.
Yeah,
Mike,
if he wanted to win a ring, that was a terrible spot. If he just wanted to ride out with a bag full of money, he did the perfect thing for himself because none of the contenders is going to pay him that. And then you just went and joined the hardest division in football because the Niners not going to be bad again. They're going to bounce back. The Seahawks are the Seahawks. And the Rams arguably got better at quarterback.
Yeah.
So it's like, what in the hell was you thinking? And then also, why you got a lot of us, JJ Watt? We already like you. Like, you don't have no scandals. You give money to the kids. You save money for the hurricane victims. Like, everybody mess with you. Why are you lying to us? Yeah, I text Kyler Murray. Yeah, I believe in him. You believe in Kyler Murray, but not Deshaun Watson? All right, clown. That's why you're going to lose and you ain't going to win. And you ain't going to win. But, I mean, he got his money, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I didn't know he said that. Wow.
He said that stupidness. Like, bro, don't lie to us. Like, we know you wanted your money, bro. Don't lie to us.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Get your paper.
There's nothing wrong with it. Just be honest. Be like, hey, I played for the greater good my whole career. It's time to cash out.
Yeah. Look at Fernando Tatis. I know we didn't talk to baseball a little bit. Fernando said, yo, I got to get my paper, man.
Oh, yeah. And he got it, baby.
Yeah. He got it. Well,
but I think
14 years.
I think San Diego's gonna be good though this year. They're gonna be better.
They're gonna win National League, sure.
Well, hopefully they'll knock out the.
Whoa! Back up, Dory. Whoa! Your newfound love for the Padres. They're gonna beat the Dodgers.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get the Dodgers. They got enough pitching and enough hitting to keep up now. So I think they'll be okay.
They ran out a little gas last year, but the Dodgers are strong, man. So
yeah, they are a strong team. But like I said, the San Diego's strong team. They picked up another 2 pitchers, so their rotation is going to be righteous, man. So we'll see what happens. But like you said, I think next week we should give a lot of time to baseball.
We are.
Tonight, I'm tired, fellas. Y'all know I got my shoulder replaced last Thursday, and me and my new shoulder would like to go to bed. I'm tired.
So yes, we're about to knock off. But I got one other thing, just one real quick thing. Hey, Serena got knocked out by the new up-and-coming star in the Australia Open. It's time for Serena just to be like, yo, let me just move on.
If she good enough to get to the championship, she can still rock. If she good enough to get to the championship, that means she beat 6 people. So I got no problem with her keep playing because she only wants 1, and then she'll retire.
Right.
She's just rocking for that 1. And if she gets that 1, she's good.
Here's my point. Are you saying the same thing about Tiger Woods? And if you ain't saying about the same thing about Tiger Woods, let her do her thing.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
Listen, as long as you playing at a high level, play as long as you want to play. I don't care. As long as you're playing at a high level. Once you start losing and looking bad, let's save yourself and get out of here. Like you saw Kobe. When Kobe started looking bad, this is my last run anyway. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Mamba out.
So Mike, does that mean Bartolo Colon will be in the Mets starting?
Yo, Bartolo give you a home run and 5 wins every year. I mean, I don't think he need to be starting nowhere.
Hey.
He could give us a couple innings. I mean, listen, he give us a couple innings between, you know what I'm saying? He get us from 5 to 7. He might get you 5 to 7.
Bartolo be solid sometimes. In the first half of the year, Bartolo's solid. Now I don't know if you want him in the second half.
Back in, right?
Going into playoff.
That's why you got to put him in the bullpen. Let him pitch the 6th through 8th, and then get you to the setup, man, and get your closer in there.
Yeah,
you have to make a business decision with Bartolo. Either you sign him up and don't play him until the second half, or you gonna play him in the first half to get you through the bumps and the lumps of the season.
Most of these bum relief pitchers can't pitch 2 days in a row. You get Bartolo 2 innings, you can get him like 2-3 days in a row. Bartolo coming back out, and let Bartolo come back out. He give you 2 innings, get us to the setup, man. Listen, Bartolo, all the beans and rice and burgers you can eat, whatever you want, keep him in there. But back to Serena Williams. Listen, I noticed this. Listen, we're all men here, and I know there's this thing on the internet where they say we don't appreciate black women, but we love Serena. As long as she want to play, you keep playing, and I'm going to watch for my own personal reasons, but I'm going to watch as long as she keeps playing.
She's a phenomenal tennis player.
For sure.
She definitely.
For sure.
And a lovely woman.
Yeah.
Definitely she is, man. Shout out to her. Shout out to Naomi. Am I pronouncing her name?
Osaka. Oh, yeah. She cool.
Drinking sake on the Suzuki.
She's young and upcoming, and she's got a couple titles already. So we're gonna go with Mikey. Where we found out?
Oh, you caught me off guard tonight.
Again, that's
all right.
Man.
We on Instagram at Sports Chasers Podcast. We on Twitter at Chasers Sports. We are on SoundCloud as Sports Chasers Podcast Inc. We are on YouTube at Sports Chasers Podcast.
Like and follow us.
Like, follow, share, comment, do all that. Whatever you want to do, we here for it. Even if you want to say, y'all suck, we terrible. If I say something back, just be ready. But whatever you want to do,
all
you
day.
know.
Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up.
We here for any and all that.
All that.
Oh, man. A parting shot. We'll start with the DA. Thank God he's good. His shoulder, he had a little minor surgery in his shoulder. Good to have you back, brother. Any parting shots, DA? What you got for us?
I guess the basketball season's about to start. In the NBA, I'll start watching after March 31st. Everybody out there, a vaccine is not a cure. Continue to wear your mask, do the right things, and be respectful. Big D, and I'm out.
Thanks, DA. D-Dub?
Yo, parting shots, man. Everybody do the right thing. How about that? It goes a long way. Yo, enjoy the show. Good to see Mike. Good to see DA. Good to see you, Kev.
Same here, brother.
I'll at y'all next week.
My light fell. Mike Mills.
First off, I want to say prayers up to my man Colin Gillespie, the point guard for Villanova, towards ACL last night, and it's his senior season. He might come back because they did give all winter sport players an extra year eligibility due to COVID. We'll see what he decides. Second, shout out to the brand we know and love, Saturday. You want gear like mine, go ahead, Saturday.com. And the third thing I want to say to everybody is follow the Sports Chasers, because every time we post something, we put all our Instagram names, so you can hit us personally as well. Follow me at flight1_Mills. Before I was a podcaster, I was a rapper. The first single from my I've Been Working EP is dropping tonight on all streaming platforms at midnight. So go out there and do that.
Right, plug yourself, boy.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna plug myself.
That's right.
That's what I was doing during my first hiatus.
I was waiting for you to say something.
We're gonna talk about it on my first hiatus. That's what I was doing. I was in New York. I was working on my tape. See, I popped in, I popped out, and like my fellow brothers just said, be safe and be aware. Be careful that COVID is out there. Me and D-Dub just both battled it. Not even going crazy, living regular life. It's just dangerous out here. So be careful, be aware, wear your mask. A vaccine is not a cure.
Yeah, man. My parting shot is first of all, I just want to say I'm really truly proud of you, Mike Mills. You know, the only Mills that we acknowledge is Mike. And I'm really truly proud of this young brother, my little cousin, man. He's doing things, he's doing big things, and I'm super, super, super proud of him and how he's growing up and being the young man that he is. And y'all support his joint that comes out. Y'all support his album. He's got some good stuff. I like him because Mike has an old soul, and he's got his young mix too, which I love about him. And so y'all support him. We're also gonna do like we're gonna do like a standalone show where we just talk about his album. We're just gonna talk track by track about his album on this very show right here to give him some run, to give him some play while he describes what he did on that album. I mean, what gave him this inspiration and all that stuff. So we talked about that. We're gonna do it. So as soon as the album is released, we're gonna do kind of an album release party. We'll let y'all know what's going on with that. We got to use all the platforms to push the positive stuff, man. And those of you that are rap heads, hip hop heads, my cousin Mike Mills, he's coming for you. Where you at again on Twitter, Mike?
I'm on Instagram, flight1_Mills. I'm on Twitter at the same thing, flight1_Mills.
Man, so support my man Mike. Like I said, we'll have some more info for you down the line here. Hit them up, 12 o'clock a.m. coming up. That joint should be out, man. The only other thing is, just be safe. Hey, be careful. Love one another. Love hard. Forgive. All that stuff. Life is short. And that's all I got to say. And that's about it, man. Also, James Eric, man, in his absence, James had to take the night off, man. And the angry one, we love you, bro. We out there for you, man. So on behalf of myself, the host and moderator, I'm Kevin L. Warren. On behalf of myself, Dorian D.A. Albritton, Daryl D. Del Warren, and the only Mills we acknowledge is Mike. Hey, this is the Sports Chasers podcast, man.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next week. Hey, next week, we're going to fully devote to baseball. We're talking about baseball. That's what we're doing next week. Nothing but baseball. See y'all next week. Y'all be good.
I've been working. EP coming soon. First single, Flight 1 shit dropping tonight at midnight.
Y'all heard?